It's time for the first Brackeys game jam of 2021. Me and two of my friends have a week to make a full game based on a secret team. Let's go. Day 1 is done, and we don't have as much work to show for it as we wanted. The team was stronger together, and we had a lot of ideas, but we couldn't really settle on one that we all liked at first. After a few hours of back and forth screaming, we agreed on an idea for a platformer. You're gonna play as a block, and you'll be able to connect with other blocks. Those other blocks will then help you finish a level. There's gonna be multiple types though. There will be just boring old blocks that you will be able to connect to become longer perhaps, so you can clear longer gaps, jetpack blocks, magnet blocks, so you can pick up other blocks from afar, throwable blocks, maybe even weapon blocks to fight enemies or destroy walls. Also, you'll be able to detach blocks to make the game more interesting. So we opened up a new project, set up Unity Collaborate, and got to work. My friends made the movement script and a system for opening and closing doors with pressure pads, which we decided to add after we started working already. Meanwhile, I added a script for smooth camera movement from one of my old projects and got to work on the attaching and detaching system. After the first day, we finished about half of the code we needed. The detaching and attaching system still needed work, but I'm tired of that, so I'll hand that work to one of my unpaid friends, while I draw some sprites. Most of the second day was spent fixing bugs and tweaking the attaching and detaching system. That took a while and it was quite the headache, but we got it working in the end at least. Kind of. We got to work on the first level, fixing lots of bugs along the way. I drew a tile map to get us started, also I drew the main character in basic block. Later that day I also made the jetpack block without the looks though. While one of my friends was working on the throwable block and the first level, my other unpaid worker finally fixed the attaching and detaching system and made a ceiling inverted gravity. Okay, so day 3. One of my friends spent the whole day trying to fix the jump detection, keyword trying, and making a throwable block that didn't break the game in any way. But we called that an unintentional game mechanic and saved that fix for later. Meanwhile, my other friend finally got the attaching and detaching system working as intended, made a fuel pickup for the jet block, and made a moving laser that restarts the level when it detects you. I drew a sprite for the jet block and made a particle system for it so it looks snazzy. I also drew all the needed sprites for the new block and the laser enemy thing. Along the way I cleaned up some code and fixed some bugs and helped my friends with everything needed. We really need to start working on the levels soon, and we really need to start pushing that stronger together theme more into our game. Also, I'm thinking of drawing some more sprites to place around the levels just to make them feel and look less boring. It seems like we should pick up the pace. Before we continue to day 4 though, like and subscribe. Day 4. The halfway point has passed and it's been probably the most productive day yet. I immediately started working on the most important thing, which was obviously redrawing the tile palette to make it at least 3% better. One of my friends finally cracked the movement system and jump detection after hours and hours of fiddling the movement script. It's not perfect, by far, but we were tired of it and it works. Almost always. I've said this already, but as you can tell, none of us made good platformers before. And the fact that the boxes that are connected to you had to also detect if the player can jump made a mess. But for now, it's working like we want it, at least most of the time, so we are leaving it as it is. I made a magnet block that can pull blocks to you. My other friend fixed the unintentional game mechanic from yesterday, and me and him got to work on more levels. He added some more parts to that level, and I fixed some issues with how the doors worked, and made the level loading system with a fade in and fade out. Later on, we designed the second level and started working on it. The next morning, I woke up first, as usual, and I got straight to work. I finished the second level, playtested it a bunch, added the necessary colliders to cover up our bad programming for the jump detection. I also made a main menu with a temporary title, slapped some nice post-processing into the game to cover up my lack of art skills, and I added a jump sound effect. There is no way we're gonna have enough levels, or at least not as many as we wanted. It soon might be time for the dream speedrun trance music. It appears that there is no need for the speedrun music yet. We added 2 more levels that still need some work, changed the first one to be easier so people could actually play our game, and I made some more sound effects and a quick menu theme that I hate. Everything that's left to do is make more levels, playtest and polish in general. With 2 days it's looking okay, but the levels we made are kinda sus to me. I wrote sus in the script, holy shit, I wrote sus in the script. What I meant by that is that I wasn't happy with the levels, not sus, not Among Us. Don't know. Okay, back to the script now. Okay, so day 6. Not much time left, but we seem to be good on that. We've been making more levels, place testing and tweaking others and polishing the game in general. I made a quick song for the actual gameplay, and I've been doing some more polish. As always, we've been fixing bugs a lot, but there doesn't seem to be many left. To promote that Stronger Together team more and to make the game more replayable and kind of fun to speedrun, I made a score system and a timer. The score is based on how quickly you finish a level and with how many blocks you finish it. At the end of every level, it shows you the score and time, and there you can choose to play again for a better score or continue to the next level. Now I need to playtest and I need to do some more polish. Disclaimer, I did not do any polishing. The last day. It was pretty relaxed actually. We just needed to finish the 5th level and just wrap everything up. I made the end screen, built the game, set it up on itch and submitted it with 2 hours and a bit remaining. Overall, the game is pretty alright. It has many bugs and levels that aren't that interesting, especially the ones I made by myself, because I have no idea how to make levels for platformers. It took some time to grow on me, but in the end I'm pretty okay with the game. But hey, for the first time platformer and puzzle type game, it ain't that bad. Working in a team is also neat. You are way more efficient and there is way less stress, but you also have way less creative control. Please do head down to itch and play it. I'll put the link in the description, and please do give some constructive criticism. Also, like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications, leave a comment, all that jazz. And thanks for watching. And now here's the outtakes, or the one outtake. It was funny, so he kept it. So here it is. But there doesn't seem to be many left. But there doesn't seem to me. But there doesn't. But there doesn't seem to be many left.